If you've seen any copy of Bradley magazine or photos on Bradley's website, then you have probably seen the work of university photographer Duane Zehr. To explore his career, Anthony Landau takes us behind the camera in this week's Someone You Should Know.
Since coming to Bradley in 1993, Duane Zehr has been the man behind the camera as Bradley's university photographer. But after 26 years, Zehr decided it's time to retire. His last day will be in March. He's captured concerts, sporting events, and the aesthetics and angles of campus you don't see. In 2010, he met former Tonight Show host Jay Leno on a visit to Bradley. He's had a run-in with President Bill Clinton in Washington, D.C., and comedian Jerry Seinfeld in Los Angeles. The moments are frozen in time, but how they get there has changed during his time at Bradley. Zehr says he started working with digital cameras and Photoshop in the early 2000s, a game changer which would allow him to achieve perfection in a photo and even some creative pieces like this one, multiple drone shots of campus spliced together. But Zehr says the nostalgia and smell of film development in a darkroom doesn't entice him anymore. He's content behind the screen.
You know, seeing that it is kind of magic, putting a piece of paper in an orange lit room and watching an image pop up on paper, but it's not something I'd ever want to go back to again. I'm much happier having the control that we have here.
But on the side, he's just as a fan of water landscapes as he is of campus landscapes. With more than 400 ocean dives under his belt, Zehr has photographed fish and coral life, photos which line his office. After retiring, he wants to take the 40-foot schooner he and his wife bought up to Lake Michigan.
And eventually, hopefully, we want to do the entire circumnavigation of the eastern half of the U.S. It's called the Great Loop. It takes about a year to do and 5,000 miles. So.
As for whoever comes after him, Zehr advises it's important for them not to stay behind the camera, but to engage with the Bradley community.
I would say don't look at the campus as an outsider, be involved, get to know people, not just faculty and other staff, but part of the fun of my 26 years was knowing a lot of students, you know, and running into them on campus. Become a part of Bradley and you'll do your job better, and Bradley will be better for it.
For BUTV News, I'm Anthony Landau.